Howdy all Moglex Lives. I think it's time to play a little 7 Days to Die. Whew, alright. Let's go head to this rally point. Why is my motorcycle in my inventory? I don't... I don't remember why I picked it up. That's weird. Why would I pick it up? I don't know. But I did get my little bit of ammo made. Not a lot, but a little bit. Let me check it out, maybe. I get attacked by some zombies. I assume I'm going to be attacked by zombies, since that's how this game goes. But we're going to head out here and do this quest, I think. Whew, feeling pretty beat down today. I I spent the last 3 days outside working in the yard, and I gotta tell you, I am tired. Whew. I knew I was out of shape, but I didn't realize I was this out of shape. Honestly, I think chasing the cat for 2 hours is 3 hours. 3 hours of chasing a cat is what did me in, to be fair. Although mowing the lawn, not as easy as it sounds. Yeah. Kickstarted a couple of games, which is not something I normally do. I had looked at this game previously called Hunters, and so they've got a second printing Kickstarter with some new expansions for it. I finally broke down and bought that, and they had a sequel to Gloomhaven coming out, Frosthaven. So I backed that. I've backed a few things in Kickstarter now. I've never had one, I don't think, not go through. I mean, I have a couple that are still pending, and I have no worries about the one at all. The other is it's a couple of video games. Board games is Frosthaven and Hunters, but video games is the other two. One's called Space Haven, which I love most of the games by that group, and was happy to kickstart them. And I've been playing Space Haven off and on. They're about to come out of beta or alpha or whatever they're in, and so I know that one's coming through. The other one is has not reached a point where I can play it yet. I could have if I'd kickstarted a little more, but I did not kickstart it enough to get access to the early alpha versions. I figured I would just wait for the beta, and so I'm kind of looking forward to that one too. I don't remember what his name is off the top of my head, but it's by a couple of guys who live not too far from where I live, which means absolutely nothing. But you know how you're like, oh, they're like from my state or my country, you know. So I kind of have one of those going for this game, whatever you call that, an imagined sense of camaraderie, I guess. Okay. I still did not remember to bring a bedroll. Gloomhaven, though, is awesome. One of the cooler board games I've ever owned. I don't know that it's the best board game I've ever owned. It's tough, and it's not a board game like you imagine. I really like competitive board games. No, I'm sorry, cooperative board games. I don't mind competitive ones, but most of the people I know who would play board games with me are also the people who throw tantrums because they didn't win. And so I prefer the cooperative board games. Um, and I know back in the day, my favorite, absolute favorite board game of all time is Hero Quest. And I'm going to try these hollow points. I was a little more impressed with the first shot. Maybe this isn't the best spot to be trying out 10 bullets. I've used armor piercing before, so I do like them. But yeah, Hero Quest was. Oh, I thought you were dead. Hero Quest was an old game that just absolutely awesome when I first got it. I'd have been junior high-ish probably when that one came out, and it's it's this awesome game where you've got a board, and the board's got some different shapes on it, and they're rooms basically, and so, but they don't have any openings or anything. They're all just squares and or rectangles or whatever their shape is, and so. So what happens is you've got a quest book that comes with it, and one player plays the bad guy. Oh, that's terrible loot. One player plays the bad guy, and then there's up to 4 other players. I think it's suggested for 4 or 5 players, but well, you can play with 2 people if you're willing to have one person control all the heroes. But so the heroes can't see what's going on. They can only see what their characters can see. And so as you play the game, the bad guy, I forget what he's called in that game, the Dungeon Master, lays out like doorways that are closed, and then when they oh, I should get this bed and take it with me. Oh, well, I shouldn't have broken my bed, I guess. I'm not repairing a bedroll. And so as you go through the quest book, and the players get equipment and earn money and find potions, and they collect all that stuff, and then in between missions they can shop at the store to buy better weapons or armor or stuff like that. And so they go up in power, but so do the maps. The maps get more and more powerful, the bad guy gets more and more powerful, and so it's pretty cool, and it's got a storyline and stuff. I just loved it. It's got all these little figures, orcs and goblins, and knights in armor, and wizard, a barbarian, a dwarf, an elf are the main characters. Little cardboard furniture that you put together, and stuff like that. And it's awesome. It's just this awesome. Skeletons, mummies, zombies. The gargoyle was the big one. Although my poor gargoyle is broken now because other people's children. I don't understand the lack of concern for other people's property that people have, and several of the pieces of my HeroQuest game have been busted, and they are it's not made anymore, and so to replace them is super expensive. And of course, the people whose children broke them have no plan to ever replace my broken pieces. Because why would they start now?
I really admire you for it. Brilliant. I guess this kind of makes us friends now.
And so, so that's my favorite game of all time, HeroQuest. And so then I'm always looking for something similar. And I had purchased a game called Descent, Journeys in the Dark, which is a weird name. Why it's called Descent? Because you don't go down. Maybe you do in the first game, but I have the second game, second edition game, I guess. I don't know. But that's also an awesome one that I had purchased and have a bunch of the expansions for, and that one plays pretty similar. Well, I mean, no, they don't. None of them play anything alike. But you've got characters in that one, and there's lots of different characters to choose from, and so you earn points, and then you spend your points on cards because your abilities and stuff come on cards, and so the bad guy earns points and the good guys earn points, and so as you play through the campaign, the bad guy also spends points upgrading his abilities as the good guys upgrade their characters, and so that one's pretty cool. I don't like it as much as I like HeroQuest because I think HeroQuest is easier to get into and requires less sit-up. Because a lot of these games require a lot of sit-up. So then I got Gloomhaven, which I think is probably as good as Descent. And it's got a unique mechanic that I don't think I've ever seen before. There aren't any dice. Instead, you get a deck of cards, and so your character's abilities are on cards, and as they go up levels, they can purchase new ability cards to go into their ability deck, but they also have the modifier deck, and so like when you attack, you also have to draw from the modifier deck, and then it changes if you hit extra, if you hit less, if you miss completely, and so it's a lot like playing a game where you roll the dice to see if you're going to hit or not. The bad guys do it too. Every time a bad guy attacks, it draws a card and it modifies his attack. And so that one's pretty cool, but it's tough. It's not easy to win because there's a lot of like turn limits, and you only have a very limited number of cards. And if you when you run out of cards, you lose. Because it's a game where you yeah, it's a gas place. I thought that was a book place. So you like you've only got so many cards, and when you get to the end of your cards, you either have to short rest or long rest, and I forget what happens, what the difference between the two of them is, but I think if you long rest, you get to choose which card you get rid of. If you short rest, it's a random card that you get rid of, but you're getting rid of your cards. What just happened to my quest? Why did my quest marker just vanish? Oh, it's back now. And I'm gonna have to get some grass this time though. And so it's pretty cool. One of the things I don't like about Gloomhaven, I don't understand I mean, I guess I kind of get it, but on the same hand, I don't get it. And that is the map. I don't really so it's cool to have a map, right? To show you what the world looks like. And I mean that's cool and all, but it doesn't serve a purpose as far as I can tell from what I've played of the game. And I've played a few missions. Not as much as I'd like to have because I'm a PC gamer. I spend most of my time, if I'm not outside or something, I am at this computer, and because I work from this computer, I play from this computer. Um, I watch Netflix and everything just runs off this computer, and so I'm just always at this computer. And okay, I wonder if there's an easier way. Yeah, I know it's below me, but what I want is to know if there's an easier way. To get down from up here. And so there's stickers. Oh man, I'm out of ammo. That you put on this board that serves no purpose other than being the world map. You don't use it when you're fighting. You don't use it in the missions. Oh, hey, why don't I just oof, that was close. Why don't I just come down here and then try and die because I'm out of bullets. Oh, wow. How did I not take damage from that? Oh, because I've got anti-damage or anti-falling stuff on my boots, right? Totally forgot about that. I don't know if I can fight these guys without bullets. This is just too many guys. And so, yeah, I'm not a fan of their whole sticker system. I don't, because there's a lot of stickers to the game, a lot of stickers, and like you've got your character sheets, they're cardboard characters for each of the characters. There's a lot of characters too. It's a bizarre setup, but I think it's very cool. And I get why you want a map because it's cool to see the world, and I get why you'd want to not have the world map filled in because you'd want to you want it to be a surprise where everything's at. But on the other hand, it's a board game. So having to put stickers on the board that came with my game is a little weird to me. And so I've been placing them as we've gone through the game in and making sure that I don't put them across creases. Even if they're supposed to go in the spot where there is creases, so that I never have to take them off. Can I get out to this tree without leaving the area? Just want to get a little bit of wood here, make some more frames. So Frosthaven, of course, being the sequel, I'm just like, oh, I'm in. Whatever. I'm not even going to look. It looks like Frosthaven might be... so Gloomhaven... Gloomhaven is around the city Gloomhaven. I should really get that other Gloomhaven game. I don't want to... There's got to be an easier way inside this place. Oh, yeah, how about we just come over here to this door? And, so, so I get the element of surprise with the stickers, but they also, like I said, they've got cardboard character sheets, and they also expect you to put stickers like on stuff while you're playing the game to indicate like when something's injured, when it's stunned, when it's on fire, whatever. And that just seems, they're tiny, tiny little stickers, right? I'm an adult, and I'm not a small adult, and my fingers are not made to work with, oh, dang it, stickers that tiny on a regular basis. Like, you want to put stickers on once? Sure. You want me to keep putting and pulling stickers off over and over? No, thank you. So I just don't do the stickers. Oh man, there are... Ooh, there's a lot of them. Yeah, I saw you. Get out of here. How many times do I have to punch a vulture to make it die? Okay. I almost died. I need to make med packs if I can make med packs. Okay, we're almost... Almost there. Almost a success. Totally a success. And now I can't lose this thing. Well, I kind of hoped that all these scientist people would have some books for me, but apparently not. So many vultures. Just gonna run to my motorcycle. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. That doesn't come out till next year though. Those sequels, which give me plenty of time to get back into Gloomhaven. It's not that I ever wanted to get out of Gloomhaven. It's not that I didn't intend to keep playing. It's just that um, my gaming table is an absolute mess at the moment, through no fault of my own, and I just have not. I cleaned, not that you can tell, but I cleaned half the room because I wanted to move some things around. And so did that, and then I had planned to get over and clean the other half of the room, but we've been having some, well, pre-stay-at-home quarantine. We were having somebody work on the house, and then on top of that, we've got people who can't clean up after themselves, and so water was spilling onto my gaming table from the kitchen above because it would seep through the floor. And so I've had issues with that as well, and so I've been moving my gaming table and trying to clean it up, and I got part of the way there. And then at Christmas, they all decided they had to hang out down here, and then they opened a bunch of stuff, and they just basically piled my gaming table and around my gaming table with trash, from like boxes and stuff, and I just have not gotten to it because it irritates me to think about having to clean up after people. It's just, I just don't understand. I don't go in their places, throw boxes in the middle of their floor and just walk off. It's not even the people who live here either. It's people from other places. Like the people we had working on the house have left stuff that I apparently am expected to clean up. I wasn't expecting to have to do that. And then my sister has once again stolen my vacuum cleaner, which infuriates me. I don't understand why nobody else can purchase a vacuum cleaner. I have literally had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is my 5th vacuum cleaner that someone else has taken because they can't buy their own vacuum cleaner. And super annoying. So yeah, I got a bit of a working on the house mess going here that needs to be cleaned up for sure. I really could use some bullets, man.
We can get it. I've got just great. I look forward.
All right. Well, I can't do your thing until I get some bullets. Oh, I should have looked. Do you have bullet making materials? I don't need bullet tips or bullet casings. I have plenty of those. Nitrate powder, I'll take that. What I really need is gunpowder or coal. Yeah, there's some coal. Yep. Alright, so we got a little bit of coal. We can go back and make some more gunpowder. That's the big thing, though, is I need to find coal, which I have not been very successful at. So I like the armor-piercing bullets. I think the HP bullets might be really good though, because I don't run into a lot of armored zombies necessarily. And I think if my aim was a little better, we could have tried out those HP. It didn't help that I picked a narrow, tiny area instead of someplace I can stand back and snipe from a distance. Yep. Alright, well, I think I am going to call it here. And then we should have some more D&D stories next time. I haven't heard that we've canceled D&D for this week yet, so I'm going to assume it's on. I know my the one that I'm running, I've been a bit of a slacker. Sort of. I can't get them to be assertive with their statements, and so they'll say things like, I think we should talk to them, instead of, I'm going to go talk to them. I am going to go talk to them would tell me what they want to do. But when they say, I think we should talk to them, I don't know if they're discussing it with the other players, if they want input on it. You know, so does that mean that you're going to go talk to them and I should tell you what's happening because you've gone to talk to them? Or what? But yeah. Alright, click like, subscribe, and catch the next one. I will talk to you later.